tonight's episode was all about being yourself. Will and Grace After Show. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We made it, you guys. Welcome to the Will and Grace After Show. I'm your host, Louiza Shar, and I'm joined by the lovely...
That's right. I am Cristal McLaughlin. I'm so excited to be back, and unfortunately, Maite is not here tonight, but she had some other stuff to take care of, but she'll be back next week.
And we have so much to talk about. Tonight's episode was so fun, but I do want to add we have a fun new segment for you guys. We have some gossip and news with Deborah Messing and more. So before we dig in, I do want to say that tonight was hilarious. But what was your overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts was finally Will has somebody in his life.
Yeah.
But we find out more about that later, right?
I mean, here's the thing. We could even talk about it. The episode was finally about Will. It was centered about Will. All this time, it's been, Karen, her divorce, Grace, and everything.
We still touched on that, though.
We're still in that, but now finally, Will is coming out of the woods.
Yes, uh-huh.
And they were having coffee in the morning regularly, and, Will spots someone very handsome.
Yes.
Or should I say he spots Will?
They spot each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Super handsome, Matt Bomer, right?
Yes,
We're going to say it right
Bomer,
this time.
Said it right.
He plays McCoy Whitman, and he definitely is a hottie patati. You can't miss this guy in a room. He spots out Will, though, and it's funny because he likes Will because Will's pretending that he likes RuPaul's Race, right?
Exactly.
And he's playing dumb. And, it's funny because I feel like sometimes... I don't know, guys like that, which is very weird. Very weird.
I think the insecure ones do.
Yes, definitely. The ones that the ones who cannot handle those type of men or women.
Yeah, someone who might be just a bit more intelligent.
A challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing is, already off the bat, Will had to play someone else. And I hated that. And I think that was all of Jack's influence.
Totally. 100%. 100%.
I don't agree.
I just love, all I can say is, he played it really well, and I thought it was hilarious that he played Jack. And I also just loved seeing Will go, that's really low of him. If you think about it, that's not really Will's behavior. So getting to see him go to a low point was kind of hilarious, and it proves that even those who are trying to be perfect all the time can't be perfect.
Yeah, but also, being perfect and everything, but he could have just been himself. And totally. I'm sure that would have just saved so much time because, for the first date, Will was being himself, making dinner, and Jack had to just walk in and change everything. And throughout the night, we see how cocky McCoy was.
Yeah, but I don't think it would have changed. Well, here's the thing. I think that if Will was himself, like McCoy had said, he doesn't want to date somebody like that. So there would have been no date. There would have been no fun episode.
Nothing.
Yeah. So I think that, I don't know. I don't see this as being maybe the end of McCoy.
You think he's going to come back and
say... Yeah, maybe he'll think about it and he'll be like, you know what? I thought about it and you're right. I am insecure. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on, being with somebody who is challenging me in my life.
Or being with somebody who's my equal.
My equal.
That's what Will said.
Yeah. It's just funny because I feel like I definitely have, again, this is personal, but I've dated guys who don't like that I'm so into what I'm doing in my life and in my career, and they just kind of want somebody who's just there to fill the space because they have a really difficult life. Being at work, it's high pressure.
Right.
So watching that episode made me feel some kind of way. I was like, oh, it also happens for the boys.
Because they want you to meet them on their level, which is maybe here, but you're vibrating on that level.
I wonder if that's a normal thing in Boys Town. If there's always I guess an alpha in the relationship, and if that alpha wants somebody that they can sort of rule over. I wonder if that's a thing. I would love to hear.
Maybe. Well, we have the live chat going on in Cristal's phone.
Yes,
if you guys
I have
are live
it.
with us.
6 people are in here. If you guys have any idea, please type it in, because like obviously we are straight, so we don't know, but I'd be curious to know if that's like a thing.
Well, maybe because they don't want to outshine the other person, or
I don't know.
It's that fear
maybe control.
Well, yeah, because Will said, you know what, like you're insecure, so if he can't date someone on his level, because it's also a thing of having a really big head too. It's like he's an anchor, he's a news reporter, so during the day he said he deals with all these people. When he comes home, he wants someone that's dumbed down. Yeah,
so it's like no pressure, right? But like what fun is that? But I guess I mean, I don't want to say I get it, because I don't like to date someone who's not
on your level,
on my level, or like
I like so rough, you guys. It's awful.
I preferably like to be around people who are like smarter than me. It feeds my soul, my brain, everything. So for me, I'm like, why would you do that, McCoy? You hot man, you.
Or you could be smart in different ways and bounce off of each other. Yeah, I think that's really important too.
Absolutely.
But that part also, like that whole scene, tested out the relationship between Will and Jack.
Yes.
Because he got really upset. He's like, don't call him an idiot.
Yeah. I honestly felt like that was a moment where I was like, I took a step back and I was like, okay, Will, like, finally you're saying something that makes sense in this episode, right? Because he wasn't really doing due diligence to himself and like who he is. So for him to kind of like stop and take a step back and be like, you know what, I'm kind of over the fact that you're into this dumb guy because, which is himself, right? Into this dumb character that I'm playing, and let me put you in your place. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, go Will.
And I mean, moral of the story is just be yourself.
That was a baby clap.
Yeah, well, that's cute. But like, be yourself. Don't waste someone's time. But also, like, your truth is gonna unfold naturally anyway.
Girl.
I mean, the attorney questions to Jack was hilarious.
Right.
Jude Law, coleslaw, oh, so good. But before we talk about our other amazing topic, Crystal has some news to share.
I have
you guys.
a special announcement. Announcement, you guys. Hey, AfterBuzzers! Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite networks or shows. Sorry, excuse me. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and so much more, there is no network that works harder to serve television fans. We all know this, right? Yep. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to 1 or maybe, 5 YouTube channels. But by you just subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. It really does make a huge difference, you guys, when you guys subscribe and comment, and also, find us on Spotify. Absolutely. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, as we all are, especially like through email, don't be, because those are optional. You just click on that, and basically you can say, I am opting out. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel, and then check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. We do reality TV. I mean, there's so many other ones like Netflix series and so on and so forth. Let us know that you did this in the comments, and then we will thank you on air. We love doing that. We've had plenty of people that we've thanked on air. For now, thank you for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Thank you, Crystal.
I stuttered a little bit, but I made it.
Oh, God, it's Thursday. But again, you guys, we cater to every kind of show. We are a buffet of TV. So anything you like, tune in, like, subscribe, comment. Absolutely. And again, Crystal does have the live chat up in her phone. So waiting. Comment and join in the conversation. So now let's talk about women and power and women supporting each other. And divorce.
Oh, my God.
So the hilarious Karen, opens up the scene with that, oh my God, hilarious Jew thing. That was
which we'll say later, because that's one of my favorite. Yeah,
because we have a segment where we talk about our favorite lines from the show, so we'll keep that. But so Karen's going through her divorce and stuff, and
it's not really working in her favor, right? So of course, girls got to do what a girl's got to do.
Yes.
And if that means she's going to be lightly shady, then she's going to be lightly
Gotta
shady.
do what you gotta do. Get it. What's yours?
So I thought it was hilarious that she came up with the idea of getting those photos back from Lorraine.
Mimi Driver. Shout out to Mimi Driver.
Yes, amazing. She looks amazing. Yes. Oh my God, so funny. She's just so hilarious, by the way. I mean, the fact that she's dressed up like she's
a stripper.
Well, she is a stripper, but dressed up as like a Jew. Like,
yes.
Doing the whole dance and everything was hilarious. I hope that didn't offend anybody.
Suckingham Palace.
Yeah, Suckingham Palace.
Brilliant.
Oh my god. The writers are just
we can't even say it anymore. Just brilliant.
I know. When I watch it, sometimes I think, can I say that? Can we say that on air? They've said so many things on air that I'm like, oh, they said that?
Just perfection.
It's so perfection. So, seeing Mini Driver Lorraine, aka Lorraine, there and doing her old tricks and hustle, whatever. It was just a good time getting to see that. But I think like the biggest thing that I took from it was like, especially this episode, was that even I was surprised by Grace and her support for Karen. So like we've got Will supporting Jack, and now we've got Grace supporting Karen, and these are the two people they're always kind of going head to head with, and they were there through like the most difficult moment. And I thought that was really cool. I loved that Grace was just like, no, I don't want to strip, but for my friend, I'll do it. And then she's in her Spanx, and she's just like with a sarong, and like, she's it's so wrong. She looked amazing still, but I was just like, oh my God. Hilarious. And then down even to, what's her name? Karen doing the little lap dance and
reverse cowgirl.
Yes.
All that stuff.
And just reverting back to her old ways.
Yes.
Like you think for a moment like, oh, Karen, she's giving Lorraine a pep talk. We're the same people. We need to be on the same team. Grace is over here saying the same thing. And then all of a sudden she's like, she takes the phone in.
Yep, slick.
She takes the phone in somewhere. They kind of like, slightly like initiate where it is, but we've got an idea where it might be. And she doesn't fight her for it, No, what did you think?
I think that's the whole part of that scene, which I love, where women supporting each other, because Karen said, look, this man messes up both of us, literally screwed us and screwed us over. So, right. So let's support each other. I'll give you the pictures, get what's yours, make the money, whatever you have to do. But also that whole three of them, those three women, Grace supporting Karen, and in the day, Lorraine supporting Karen. And that's what Grace said in the beginning. Why can't this be about women helping each other?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I loved it. I like how Karen started off really light and fresh, warming her up, buttering her up. But then at the same time, he has pictures of her and Malcolm. Yes. So she needs the footage.
Oh, yes, she does. And she should get it, And I think Lorraine deep down inside understood that. She was just like, all right. Well, it was funny because if you think about it, it's like full circle, because you see Lorraine having a conversation with, I guess, her manager at the club over and over again, telling him, trying to, like, I guess, defend herself in those different moments of, like, her being up on stage and him, trying to tell her what to do. So it was just, like, this moment of, like, again, women supporting women and women sticking up for themselves. It was just a good episode for not just supporting one another, but also sticking up for ourselves as human beings, because, like, Will, he stuck up for himself as well, right?
And he was true to himself.
He totally was.
This is who I am, but also you can't treat my friend like that.
No.
And I didn't like McCoy's character. He was one of those, like, stuck up news personalities.
A hot one.
Very hot, but still.
I know.
But I'm sure he's not like that in real person.
No,
but I just I don't see him forming a relationship with Will, but we'll see how the episodes unfold.
Yeah, we'll see.
But what did you think about Karen and that cute little kid when he came up to her and said, I have a $180 bail bond?
So funny.
So funny.
Like, that's just who Karen is. Like, you can insult her in one way, and then the next you can say, I got a $180 bond, and boom. And she's like putty in your hands.
And Grace, going down on the pole and her back going out. Like,
oh
it's
my God,
so
my
Grace.
back hurt when she did that. I was like, oh God, I feel you, girl.
I just feel like overall it just showed that if there's a man in a woman's life and somehow he's caught up in the middle of two women, end of the day, I think those women always come together because they see the man is the jerk and the, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you're getting played by this guy. You know, come together and let's figure this out.
I wish more women were like that. Yeah, definitely, right?
Yeah, and I think more women need to be like Grace and just take one for the team. And if you need a strip for your bestie, you gotta strip for your bestie, right, Cristal?
Don't get any ideas, girl. Because I'm not to it. No,
you know, that's what I like with the episode. It was divided up to two kind of ways where it's like, you know, Jack and Will and that union.
What I was saying.
And the same.
It was great to see, you know, because I feel like Grace and Karen, they're always having like some sort of banter and disagreement. Same thing with like Jack and Will. Like, because, you know, Grace and Will are like, you know,
always
two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
So it was just good to see them kind of like separate themselves
and have the support from a woman.
Yeah, and just having support for each other outside of like Will and Grace. You know what I mean? So
doing their own thing.
Yeah, no, totally. And you know, all I can say is this episode just reminded me of like, you know, perception and perspective, and there's so many things that, you know, we try to be, especially like Instagram.
Oh, gosh.
Perception.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
so deceiving.
I was just having a conversation today with one of my friends, and she was like, oh, you know, my really good friend, her and her husband are like pretty much like separated, but they still have all their pictures up on Instagram. It's still brand new, like, and it's still, you know, he's still posting, and it's so weird, you know.
Everyone,
so perception, again.
Everyone tries to live up to that social media image.
And I think that's why this episode was important, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just showed how nothing is ever, you know, as perfect as it seems.
No.
Especially with social media and the filters. But not even that. I know a lot of people who are in relationships, and like you said, they're in such heartbreaks, but they post like, oh my God, you're the love of my life.
Yes.
No.
Just be real. Be yourself.
Just be yourself. If you're having a bad day, talk about it. Maybe you can relate to someone and help someone through that, you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Just even today, what I was like, I'm so overwhelmed before I came here, and you're like, breathe.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wasn't breathing.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to wear. I'm going to be casual. I'm like, just breathe. Live in the moment.
Living in the moment.
Give 100% to each task that you're doing. Yeah, and then she texted me this other thing. But anyway, you guys, so let's talk about our special segment. And this is where we write down our favorite line from the show. And there's always so many, but we try to narrow it down. So, Cristal, let's start with yours.
I
have some funny ones, too.
Okay, so the beginning when Karen says... She answers the phone because it's, you know, her divorce lawyer.
Oh my God, you got mine.
And he's like, she's like, what's up, Jew? And then Grace is basically like, oh my God, Karen. She's like, what? It's my divorce lawyer. He's Chinese and his name is Jew. And then he says, my name is Joe and I'm Korean. She's like, by the way, you guys are killing it at the science fair. Dead. Like,
genius.
So
like, I can't.
Funny. So funny. And I love, here's the thing about that. I'm a big advocate of being able to laugh at yourself. Being able to like poke fun in a non-hurt, like, to me that's
in a
not
safe place,
in a safe place, right? So like, I'm Hispanic and I feel like there's tons of Hispanic jokes out there, you know, and I try to remember not everybody thinks like me, but I think it's
amen to that.
Great when you can poke fun at yourself. If someone calls me wetback, I'm like, and so what?
They call you wetback? Oh my
just for
God.
fun,
okay.
just like, and maybe like in a joke.
Yeah, of course.
You know, maybe like in a joke context, and I never take it personal. I'm just like, yes, I am. Look at my hair; it's so wet. You know what I mean? Like, I just joke about it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Not everyone thinks like that. So that I thought was really hilarious. And same thing even with the like whole Minnie Driver pretending like she was a Jew stripper. Like, that's hilarious. Some people would be offended by that. Some people would be offended by the Chinese comment, right? Or the Korean comment. So I'm glad that Will and Grace also is like saying like have a sense of humor. A little bit,
you
make
know,
fun of
having
yourself a little
fun,
bit. Yeah.
adding this light kind of air to the situations of today, especially with everything in the world. And right now, Will and Grace
with
now
good taste, though.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't say certain things, okay,
well,
Roseanne?
Of course. Well, yeah, and get fired. But
know.
like with the political climate now, with everything happening, this show still educates us, but with such a way where we can laugh and say, hey, we're human.
Absolutely.
Let's laugh at ourselves.
Yeah.
And how you laugh at yourself,
Yeah,
it comes
all
from
the time.
confidence too, though.
All the time.
You have to be confident to do that.
All the time.
You know?
And then I loved when Grace was putting money in Lorraine's, her
Oh
little
my
side
God.
thing. And she goes, what are you doing? She goes, I gave you a $5. I'm making change. That was hilarious. Jack saying, exclaim, exclaim. And then the old sucking it up phone comment about Karen on Lorraine. And then, of course, the last one was when Jack said to William Elizabeth Truman. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean, again, the
So
vocabulary, the words, we don't know where you guys create it. You guys are unicorns, like vocabulary unicorns. That's what you are.
Yes, let's hear yours.
Yeah, so I have a few. Let's see. Okay, this is my favorite.
It's hard to narrow it down to just one.
I know.
They're so good.
We never have one.
We
so
never.
Forget about that.
We're greedy.
So mine is in the coffee shop when they just met McCoy, and you know, Jack looks at his face and he's just so handsome and his skin is flawless, and then McCoy says, if you're looking for a port, you're not gonna find one. But Jack said, you're a dolphin. So good.
I wish I was a dolphin.
Me too.
Wait, how did they do it?
I don't know. I don't want to try.
Oh,
I don't
gosh.
even know how to do that. But smooth.
Oh, there we go.
Did you do that or did Steven do that? Oh, okay. I thought Steven probably added it. Our producer.
It's me.
Okay, so
I'm special.
So you're a dolphin. I love that one because it was. What? Crystal, you're crazy. How do you do that?
I don't know.
So
I've been
freaky.
practicing for years.
Oh God, you live in the water. Okay, so
Ivanka.
that one I love. And then, oh my gosh, when Karen says to Lorraine, something about your legs and stuff, like you being the British Open, referring to a sexual statement,
So
obviously.
funny.
Amazing. And then, so that's that. You're a dolphin. And then where is it? Suckingham Palace. Brilliant title.
You really love that
I
one.
love that. Suckingham Palace. And then you have that one. Suck up the phone. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. I had my favorite.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so
We have too much fun here.
I know. How are we on time? Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're good.
We're good.
We're good.
So, when Jack... No. When McCoy says, how many, like, you're a professor, you have a degree or something, a law degree, and Jack says, well, I have so many degrees, right? He says, if I have any more degrees, I'll be a thermometer. Brilliant.
That was it's a dad joke a little bit, you have to admit.
But it's funny.
It's hilarious.
I never heard that.
Hilarious.
In my 24 years of living.
Uh-oh.
I stole that from Jack.
I have to say me neither in my 21 years of living.
Okay, and then last but not least, you guys, okay. This is when McCoy's leaving and says, he's mad about how all the hot ones are taken and stuff. He says, all the good ones are either smart, taken.
Sorry about that. No, sorry.
Smart, taken, or Anderson Cooper.
That was hilarious.
You guys, Anderson Cooper
He's
is so cute.
hot.
So beautiful.
Oh my
Shout out
God.
to Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, shout out.
The Silver Fox. Beautiful, beautiful.
Call me.
Oh gosh. Okay, you guys. So that was amazing. We had so much fun during that segment. Okay, now we're going to talk about news and gossip. We can talk about the show all day. So, okay, so we have a fun video with one of the characters who was starring tonight in Will and Grace. He is Adam Raponi. He is a ice skater, an Olympian, you guys. And
so good.
We have this video. We got it from today.com. I do want to mention today.com. And it's so funny. And it just shows about how excited he was to be on Will and Grace. So we can watch it right there. Yeah, I love Today. Do you watch
too.
it?
All the time.
So
Who's here? Adam Raponi dazzled us on Liza Pyeongchang in this way.
Cute is he?
He is taking his talents and his star power on TV. This guy is going to guest star on Will and Grace. Of course.
Of course.
Do you love that show?
Oh, I mean, I've watched Will and Grace for so many years, and to be on the show is like so surreal. Like, so don't get it twisted. Like, I have like 3 or 4 lines.
I love it.
But like, also, I feel like I may get an Emmy.
Of course you are. Are you going on as you, or are you going
No,
on as
I'm a character.
You are?
I mean, I'm mostly a character.
Can you give us a hint?
I'm like a barista. You got to start somewhere else.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Do you remember his line from the Olympics?
I do. It was the greatest. Hoda asks him.
Yeah, I said, oh my God, who is having a better time than you at the Olympics? And you said.
And I said, probably somebody that actually won them.
So you announced a little while ago that your Olympic career is officially closed.
I did.
So what's ahead then? What's next for you?
Hoda,
Yes.
you tell me.
You have a million possibilities.
Well, you know, I've been so lucky to work on so many fun projects and get to meet so many people. And I started writing a book.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What's it about? Just your story? Okay.
The thing I know the best.
Yourself.
Myself. Yeah.
And what do you have coming up for the holidays? Big plans?
I'm working through the holidays. Hey,
so are we.
Gotta hustle.
Make that money, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to be here in New York during that?
Well, I'm going to be here in New York in 2 weeks. I'm going to be filming with Samantha Bee. We're filming her Christmas special on ice, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
I get the sense that you're about to make your foray into our medium, into television.
I really hope so, because I feel like at home here. You know, like Hoda has bare legs, and I want to bare my soul.
Hey, when you're back, would you come co-host our third hour with us?
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, we're good. It's wrapping up.
All right, Adam, you can.
But how funny is that?
Oh my God.
How natural is he?
He is hilarious.
I
like,
mean,
I want him to be my BFF.
Right?
For sure.
And I always wonder, how did they scout him? Like, how did the producers, like, did they look at him and say, hey?
Probably, you know, they knew he was in retirement.
Right.
And they've probably seen a ton of stuff that he's in.
So
Not to mention,
good.
he's absolutely gorgeous and
beautiful,
adorable,
so
great
hot.
personality,
Yes.
funny. He's just charismatic. Why would you not want to be around this guy?
Right? And then now he can break into acting and get signed and do
Get
more
it.
stuff.
The hustle,
Yay,
the
right?
hustle.
Hustle of the holidays, you guys.
Yes.
We're working during the holidays too.
Absolutely.
So, okay, and then also fun news about the cast.
Yes,
You
Deborah
guys,
Messing.
yeah, Deborah Messing is nominated for a Golden Globe.
So amazing.
Yes.
So
We're
happy
gonna clap for you. And she's nominated for Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series, Musical, or Comedy.
That's right. That's right.
So well deserved.
So well deserved. And I love that it's so funny, you guys. Like, we started watching Will and Grace, and prior to watching it, Ave Maria came on.
Yes.
And then when we were watching the episode, that came on the episode. Like, we heard it in the studio, and then it came on in the episode. So I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, she obviously is not the greatest singer.
And we're just proud
on
of
the
it,
show,
though.
but it's just so funny. I'm so glad to see a woman winning. You know,
Nominated.
Well,
yes,
she's gonna win.
Absolutely.
Come on,
I hope
Come
so.
on.
Yeah, I mean, I can share too. She's also the nominated women are Kristen Bell, Alison Brie from Glow, Deborah Messing, Candice Bergen, and Rachel
Ooh, so many good women.
Brosnahan. I don't even know if I said that right. I'm sorry if I damaged her or not, but I love that show, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That's right.
Oh yeah, very good.
But I do want to say we support all of these women.
Absolutely.
But of course,
we support.
But Deborah
each
Messing
other.
is in our heart.
Yes, of course.
And we would love for her to win.
Yes.
And okay, time for predictions, Crystal.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
You're having a lot of fun today.
Okay, so let's see. I feel like we're not done with Hottie Patati with Mr. Whitman.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
I think that he'll be back. I predict that. Let's see, Grace and oh God, her new beau. What's his name? I'm blinking out right now.
Oh my God. Don't do that to me right now. Stop it.
I'm totally blanking out right now.
Ross. I just go by Ross.
We'll just say Ross. That's awful.
It's
That's
so bad.
awful.
Yeah.
Dang it.
You guys, comment. Let us know what
Who
his
is it?
name is. Yeah.
Why am I blanking out? Anyways, so I believe that his daughter and Grace will hopefully like have this. I think I said this.
Noah. Sorry, it's Noah.
Thank you. That Noah's daughter and Grace will finally like have this, like, I don't know, maybe a slumber party or of some sorts, and I don't know, maybe
Don't
Noah,
call Karen over.
Yeah, well, that would be the best part. I feel like Jack actually would be the best part.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe they'll have like a slumber party or something. I feel like I'd like to see Jack and his fiance together. There's not
Where
a lot.
is he?
Yeah, where is he?
Oh,
Where
they're
is
gonna
he?
call it off.
And then, of course, I would like to see what's happening next with Karen and Stan because, obviously there's a lot of drama there. And I want to also see that cute little puppy who was in the episode last. Shushu? Was it Shushu?
Yeah, Shushu. And we saw Shushu live at the live taping.
Oh, Shushu.
Yeah, Karen was so attached to her. Yeah, and it was such a professional puppy too. Like, the management team and everything posing her. It's so cute.
So what about you, girl?
So I am kind of worried about Jack and his fiance. Where are you? Right? Something's off. Yeah, I just feel like maybe he's doubting it, or maybe they're having a kind of off moment and he doesn't want to share it with his friends. I'm not sure. And I do see Will and McCoy actually dating and him getting to know the real Will. Ooh. And he's going to help.
Who's going to come back to who?
No, McCoy's going to come back. And he's going to say, look, help me be confident with myself because I am an intelligent, like I'm an intelligent man, but also I want to connect with an intelligent man just so we can bounce off of each other. Yes. Why do I have to stoop down and date someone who's not? Right.
Power couple.
Will's going to help him with his intellectual side. So that's that. And then, with Karen, I really feel like she's going to win. She's going to get the pictures, and hopefully everything with her and Malcolm will kind of go under the rug. And I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like Stan is in it to win it.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm rooting right now more as far as love. I want Grace and Noah to really just kind of elevate it. Maybe even have a baby one day. I don't know. For taking too deep.
Girl, you're taking real deep.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, you guys. Well, and in the meantime, you guys, comment, but where can everyone find you on Instagram and social media?
You guys can find me everywhere on social media at Cristal823, Crystal with an I, not a Y. And I'm no longer doing the Shaw's of Sunset, so you can't find me there anymore. Southern Charm should be coming out soon. So hopefully within, I think probably next year in March. So I don't even know why I'm mentioning it.
Well,
but we will be
something to look forward to.
Yes, but we will be here next week. I love this show, and I cannot wait to come back and see the next episode because it's so good, so funny.
Awesome. And I'm Louiza Shar. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Louiza Shar. I'm also on Facebook at Louiza Shar. And I'm on the Ray Donovan After Show Sunday nights at 7 p.m.
That's right.
So until next time, you guys, bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.